with Argelia Vincent and Marta Granados. Tonight's headlines.
Violent protests in Kiev, causing the deaths of several protestants. The government has taken action against them.
The Spanish government has called off the externalization process of privatization of Madrid Health Palace.
Great expectation in the views of Cambridge visit to Westminster Abbey on the 68th Queen's anniversary.
Also tonight, the discovery of water in a dwarf planet. We'll have more on those stories at the top of the hour. Good evening and welcome to the program.
Let's have a look at the international news. Let's start to our correspondent, Nadia Adraran, who joined us from Kiev.
The Ukrainian Prime Minister Mykola Azarov has assured the anti-government protests have taken terrorists to the streets of the country and has promised that all criminal actions will be pushed. In a speech before the members of his government in Kiev, in the governmental headquarters near the place in which protesters and managers are facing anti-disturbance of the police, Azarov has affirmed that the terrorists of the Square of the Independence in Kiev captured dozens of people and have struck them. The chief of the Ukrainian government has declared officially that these criminals will have to pay their actions, blaming the leaders of the protesters for summing mobilizations to.
Our correspondent, Mrs. Elisa Garcia, has been finding out the problems of Spain Health Service.
Various concentrations of workers and users of Health Madrid have celebrated at the doors of health centers over the regional government's decision to suspend the process of outsourcing to 6 hospitals and 4 primary care centers. Throughout the morning, protests have gathered with slogans against the outsourcing process. These protests have a special presence in hospitals that were to be the subject of outsourcing, such as the Infanta Leonor, Infanta Cristina, Infanta Sofia Hospital Teigos, the Southeast and the Llenars. In the Severo Ochoa, Leganés, 100 health professionals also gathered and read a statement emphasizing the need for public health and the support of all employees towards this cause. There have been the usual white robes, a symbol of the white tide, and the slogan such as health is not sold, it defends. One of the most significant protests occurred in Infanta Leonor in Vallecas, where dozens of doctors have gathered to celebrate the suspension of outsourcing.
We have some breaking news reaching us here at the BBC World News. We are receiving reports from Aida Cabanilla in Gavà, Spain.
A young man of 28 years and resident of Gavà died from wounds this morning in Baix Llobregat. The event happened around 3 in the morning at the center of Gavà. Early reports indicate that witnesses saw the victim nearby, and minutes later was found lying in the street. Someone alerted the police, and paramedics arrived quickly, called not to only save his life. The police investigate the case. So far, no arrest has been revealed, nor the cause of aggression.
Turned up with international section, an incredible story. Dog saves his blind owner. Tell us, Mrs. Cynthia Roca.
A Labrador Retriever brawled onto the track at Manhattan subway platform on Tuesday after his blind owner lost consciousness and tumbled in front of coming. Cecil Williams, 61, and Orlando both escaped serious injury when the train passed over 2 of them, and miraculous into a scary that began when Williams fell fine on his way to the dentist. The dog tried to hold him up. Witnesses say Orlando began back and tried to stop Williams from falling from the platform. Orlando jumped up and tried to wake Williams even as a train approached. He was awfully kissing him, tried to get him to move. We called for help and the train's motorman slowed his approach as William and Orlando lay in the trench between the rails. And with remained conscious, he said he had someone telling him to be safe. Emergency workers put him on a stretcher and pushed him from the water, and made sure Orlando was not very injured. Williams was taken to a hospital where he is expected to recover, with Orlando at his bedside. Williams says that Orlando will be greeted with some kind of special treat, along with plenty of attention and streets behind years. Williams of Brooklyn his blind since 1990 and Orlando is second dog. That live will be 11 on January 5 and will be returned soon. Williams said his health insurance will not cover the cost of a non-working dog, so he will be looking for him. If he had the money, Williams said he would defend him.
The BBC London correspondent Mrs. Marina Zamorano reports the Duke's visit to Westminster Abbey.
Hello, Delia and Martha. The Dukes of Cambridge came to Westminster Abbey 2 years after their royal wedding to celebrate the 60th year of Queen Elizabeth's coronation. The visit of the royal couple was very special because she is expecting a baby. And the Duchess Kate was wearing an elegant dress. It was the first time that the famous couple have come out in public since the magnificent wedding. A total of 2,000 guests attended. Marina Zamorano for the BBC News.
We've sent Alba Tomeo to the 50 years commemoration of C.S. Lewis. Tell us, Alba.
The doors of Westminster Abbey opened to commemorate the 15th anniversary of the death of author C.S. Lewis, who wrote the Chronicles of Narnia. He was finally internationally recognized for his spiritual vision, his academic work, and creative talent, shown in his work Captured by the Joy, which recounts his personal journey from Athens to the Angelic Font from his home in Belfast. Lewis finally found his corner between selection and London Abbey, where lie the most famous British poets such as Chaucer, Shakespeare, or Dickens.
It's time to have a look at the British traffic. What's the traffic today, Mr. Sergio Garcia?
Celia, good morning. Rain around the country is causing moderate traffic jams on most of our major roads. Intense transportation taking place in Wembley entries on the A14 and especially on the A3 and A5, London to Steel. An accident involving a truck carrying sheep in the A2 to Greenwich Park has cut the highway. Our traffic correspondent Mr. Romero is on the scene. Mr. Romero, can you explain what's happened? Can you hear me, Mr. Romero?
Yes, Sergio, good morning. As you have said, on the two passing from Greenwich Park in South London, there has been an accident between two vehicles, a motorcycle and a truck which was transporting not carrying sheep but transporting pigs, causing the motorway to be closed until 7 o'clock. They are investigating what caused the accident but has taken into account human factor. It's also been reported that has been damage. None has been hurt but two pigs in a crash bed. The moment that are trained to up all the pigs to transport them to a farm as means to open the highway to the bed. I will report back when I have more news on this accident. If you plan to use this report that diversions are in place to the I-handle until further notice. Jesus Romero, Greenwich Park, BBC.
Thank you, Mr. Romero. In this situation, be careful driving in the rain and keep within the limits given.
It's a sports time. The report is from our sports presenters, Mr. Arotto and Mr. Perez.
Thank you, girls. We start with the exposition. The results of the fifth round of Premier League are that 5. Arsenal 1, Sunderland 0, Hull City 2, Crystal Palace 3, West Bromwich 1, Aston Villa 0, West Ham 2, Tottenham 1, Everton 0, Norwich City 0, Manchester 0, Southampton 2, Stoke 2, Chelsea 3, Newcastle 0, Swansea 3, Cardiff 0, and Manchester United 2, Fulham 2. Because of this defeat, Arsenal has lost the first position and the new Premier League's leader is Chelsea. In recent Premier League news, Juan Mata was transferred to Manchester United for £37 million. It was a great backing for this team, which is doing an irregular season. Mata can debut in FA Cup match this Wednesday. And we connect with our FA Cup correspondent, David Cooks.
I'm here in Bolton Wanderers Sports City after the last training for their match against Manchester United in this quarter-final FA Cup match. Here we have Kevin Davies, the captain of Bolton Wanderers, what suppose you're a bit nervous.
Yes, I'm a bit nervous, but it's normal.
Yes, especially you're going to play against Manchester United.
Yes, it's difficult because we play against one of the best teams of Premier League, one of the best teams of the history. But we are confident in ourselves.
And how are you going to personally face this match?
It's special to me for two reasons. On one hand, I played when I was a child in Manchester United, and I have a lot of friends in this team. On the other hand, play versus Manchester always is important.
Do you have anything to say?
The only thing that I want to say to our fans is we will win in Manchester United.
Okay, thank you for your time, and I wish you a lot of luck. Well, those were the words of one of us who are going to play tonight at 9 o'clock. David Cox, Boulder Sports City, BBC.
And now we talk about the NBA. Kobe Bryant will miss the All-Star game.
Bryant suffered a broken left knee 1 month ago and expected he returns to the team in late January. But after a medical examination by Los Angeles Lakers specialists, it has been determined that Bryant won't be able to play for 2 or 3 more weeks. This new extension, the shooting word of the Lakers, is low for the All-Star game, for which he had been chosen by fans to be the starting lineup. With this low, Bryant will now get his 16th participation in the All-Star game, second only to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with 19. The Western Conference coach, Byron Scott, will decide who replaces Bryant in the starting lineup. The main candidates are Damian Lillard and James Harden. And until the end of the sports section, how do you see tomorrow?
The culture sections arrive with a lot of news. First of all, the Chinese New Year, the year of the horse. Annabelle, explain us a little bit more about this.
Hi Marta, I'm Delia from China. This day was celebrated the New Year Chinese. And this is also known as Fruit Festival. Traditionally, that festival was a time to honor their ancestors. Chinese New Year is celebrated in countries and territories with significant Chinese populations, including Taiwan, Macau, Philippines. Chinese New Year is considered the major holiday for Chinese. Chinese New Year is celebrated in countries and territories with significant Chinese populations, including Macau, Taiwan, Thailand. Chinese New Year is considered a major holiday for Chinese. Windows and doors are decorated with red paper decoration and replaced with popular themes of good fortune, happiness, wealth, and longevity. The New Year, Chinese New Year was celebrated on 31 January, and it has been said that is not the year of horse. I'm Annabelle from China for the news BBC.
Concern and harm with the BBC reporter Conrad Thomas' death last Saturday. Cynthia Torres reports.
The presenter of Focus on Africa, Conrad Thomas, died of the heart attack last Saturday, 18th of January, at the age of 41. He left behind his wife and 3 children. Conrad began his career at the BBC in 2007. In 2013, he was of Africans' bigger influence. His death not only shocked the BBC, where he worked, but also his spectators and listeners, and those who loved him. Conrad was the voice of the new Africa. Cynthia Torres from BBC.
A rabbit has been found in Nelson Mandela statue in South Africa. Our correspondent, Mrs. Rocío Moreno, reports.
The sculptors of Nelson Mandela's sculpture have apologized for including a little bronze rabbit inside its ear. They placed the animal there as a signature of their work, because they were prohibited to add their signature on his trousers. In addition, the presence of the rabbit represents how hard and fast the artist had to work for finish the objective. Finally, after all this, the government ordered them to remove the statue because they thought that it takes away the dignity of the statue. A statue that represents what everyone in South Africa is proud of. Rocío Moreno for BBC News.
Today in our Science and Technology section, we'll talk about the new discovery of science. Water has been found in a planet of the solar system. Today we have here with us a NASA scientist to explain us her finding. Hello, Mrs. Spring. You have found somewhat interesting beyond our planet, right?
Ceres, the smallest dwarf planet in the solar system, has been found to contain water. Scientists have suspected for 30 years that water could be a key component of Ceres, but this was the first time we have been able to observe directly how these molecular essentials for life escape from two regions of the celestial body. The finding, which shows that water vapor columns are triggered periodically from Ceres, like its icy surface is slightly heated by the sun, has been achieved thanks to researchers from the European Space Agency and the University of Florida Central using the Herschel telescope of the European Agency.
Tell us about it.
The results, published in the journal Nature, will be useful for the study of the planet by the NASA Dawn spacecraft, which will give escape in spring 2015. It is considered that when the solar system formed 4,600 million years ago, the central regions were too hot and cooled to condense water in them, so Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars would have been dry. For this reason, it is believed that the weather came as a result of a bombardment by comets and asteroids. This is a really interesting discovery. However, until our Dawn spacecraft reaches Ceres, we will not know much more.
That was Mrs. Spring with her interesting discovery. And now it's time for weather forecast. How is the weekend looking, Mrs. Miguel?
Good evening. This week will be raining all around the UK. Today is going to be a stormy day with potentially damaging winds, especially in parts of the southwest in the afternoon. Rain will spread of northwest, reaching eastern Britain during the afternoon. At the same time, rain will turn to showers across Wales and much of western England. There is of hail in Scotland as the wet weather arrives here from around onwards. Later on, hail the strong, whilst shoal is bad. It is expected to remain very blustery. Rain and hail will become confidently to Scotland, but even here will tend to give way to wintry showers later in the night. Otherwise, it will be cool with clear spells and scarcer wintry showers, most of the showers turn the west. In Thursday and Friday, look sunny spells and shower on Thursday, some of which will be wintry. The showers will be most frequent in the north and west of the UK. Feeling chilly with Brighton. Elsewhere, there will be some bright spells with scarce showers, most of the showers in the west. And that's it. This is the weather.
We've arrived at